Hey, this is Toni Gonzalez's Weekly Riff. Recently, we started playing Rats by Ghost on my radio show Loudwire Nights, and I've picked up on some confusion among some listeners. So this video is dedicated to explaining the characters of Ghost while leaving the mystery intact. This is Ghost 101, so if you already know their story, this is not the video for you, but please check back next week. All right, so we'll start with the basics. Ghost is a Swedish heavy metal band that unleashed their debut album, Opus Eponymous, Latin for its self-titled work, in 2011. Their sophomore album was titled Infestissimum, Latin for very or most hostile, put out in 2013. And their third album, Meliora, was put out in 2015. Worth noting, the lead single off the third record, Cerise, won the band a Grammy in 2016 for Best Metal Performance. Now, many consider music to be a religious experience, but Ghost take that to the highest of levels with both their visual presentation and sound. The Nameless Ghoul spoke with Loudwire's Graham Hartman about the birth of their Satanic Cult concept, and you can find that video in full here on YouTube. It's titled Ghost Inside the Satanic Cult Concept for more of an in-depth look, but here's a clip from it.
So what ended up happening almost immediately after we started sort of sketching up what do we see? Well, there should be a church, and it should be, the guys in the band should be monks, and should be a priest singing, or a pope maybe. Yes. Yeah, I'm a pope. Maybe you should have a skull paint. Maybe a little bit like Temple of Doom.
Oh yeah.
And so it was very, very inspired, very from a fan point of view. Halfway cinematic, more so than rock and roll.
The band also uses dynamics from religious music like organ-driven tracks and the use of religious chants, to name a few. Ghost was led by Papa Emeritus 1 on the debut record with support from the Nameless Ghouls, Papa Emeritus 2 for the sophomore effort, and Papa Emeritus 3 for the third. Now, there's a connection between Papas 2 and 3, and a new character emerges. Tobias Forge, the man behind Ghost, spoke to me about that link.
Number 2 and number 3 are brothers with a 3-month gap. There's nothing really weird biologically with that. The only thing weird is the daddy, obviously, who has been fooling around. So already 3 years ago, we were sort of insinuating that there was going to be a worse fish in the water.
Enter Papa Nil, also known as Papa Emeritus 0, who is the father of Papa Emeritus 2 and 3. Now, Papa Nil is considered too old to be the leader of Ghost, so new blood has been brought in from within the clergy to take over. And that brings us to Cardinal Copia, who's not their full-on leader yet.
The apprentice needs to learn from the master how to become the leader, as much as the master has to acknowledge the fact that he's also replaceable and that he needs to pass on his wisdom to the younger person and be fine with that, as with so many things in life, where there's seniority, but also the junior who needs to learn from the elder.
And if Cardinal Copia does a good job for 18 months, maybe he will become Papa Emeritus 4. One thing we do know for certain is that Ghost are currently on their Rats on the Road US tour, and the band is gearing up for the release of their 4th studio album on June 1st, titled Prequel. Thanks for watching. This is Toni Gonzalez's Weekly Riff.